Good morning. I'm Brittany Hodge, Director of Programs here at St. Anthony Foundation, and I'm here with Wayne Garnett, our Manager of Client Safety Services, and we're here to talk to you about St. Anthony's Social Enterprise Community Safety Services.
Back in 1950, a Franciscan by the name of Father Alfred Bodecker seen that there was a need in the community in which he was in, and that need was people were hungry. So he created a dining room. Over the years, this dining room has grew to create a foundation which is called St. Anthony's Foundation, which has grown to include a clothing program, medical clinic, a recovery program, a tech lab, a social work center, a winter shelter, and now Client Safety Services. Client Safety Services is a community safety services that put people first. We're here to create a bridge for organizations and the people that are on the ground. We're going to create safe services. We're going to create safe passage, and we're going to be there for all in the community, creating a safe community. The problem statement is that in high crime and high poverty areas, a lot of organizations don't have the staff to address the needs and crises of that area. Client Safety Services will come in with trained staff to respond to the crises that are in the neighborhood, such as drug overdoses, people who are hungry, don't know where to go, referring people to other organizations so that they too can grow in the area. Our approach to this is that we're going to put people first. Our trained staff will be first responders to people who are on the ground. We're going to de-escalate unwanted behaviors. We do have some enforcement, but our whole outlook to this is, instead of police intervention and security intervention, is that we want to work with the community so the community can grow.
We want to share with you a video of our service to help you have a deeper understanding of the work that we do.
I was pretty involved in drugs and alcohol and also sales, and I found myself in jail, which is how I ended up coming across St. Anthony's. And when I first came into CSS, I felt like I fit in immediately. It was a lot of people from the same background that I've been through, so it was very easy to get to know these guys. I felt like I built a family within my team members. Well, this foundation saved my life. Without them, who knows where I would be today.
The tight bond that we form as CSS, and we build off each other's experience with one common goal. And that common goal is to treat people with dignity and respect and make sure that our doors remain open so that folks can use the services, or that folks have safe passage to walk up and down this block without any judgment and allow people to be human beings.
We meet people where they are. We don't look down on anyone. Anyone needs a helping hand, we're here.
We want everybody to feel comfortable, so our main focus is to just make sure that everybody's safe.
It's not all about violence, it's not about enforcement. It's all about understanding everybody and helping everybody that is in need. I've matured a lot. My perception of homelessness has changed from folks just being drug addicts and low life to these are human beings. These are moms, pops, uncles, sons that made a bad turn in life and they end up on the streets and need help. The way I look at it, if any of my family members out here, I would love to see them bump into a Client Safety Service or St. Anthony's and get the help that they need and pick them back up on their own 2 feet.
I can see CSS being a bridge to the folks that are coming in, to the people who are already here. And once people feel safe based on you being new, learning about what the tenderloin is, learning about what the area is, and the people who feel afraid that lives here feel afraid that, hey, new people coming in, new things are happening, that they may not be welcoming. And being that bridge, just being that presence of being here will make people feel safe, because they will look and still see CSS is still here. No matter what's happening in the Tenderloin or whatever the changes in the Tenderloin, we're still here making people feel safe.
We've had a tremendous amount of success with the CSS program, and now we are really wanting to scale our operations. We want to meet the demand from other organizations wanting our staff on site or wanting to be trained in our model. This requires us to build a training space in order to deliver the trainings that we do internally for our staff, and we also need to hire a trainer to do those trainings on an ongoing basis.
People deserve to feel safe in their community walking out their front door. CSS provides safety, and if we expand to different neighborhoods or different blocks, they will feel the safety walking on their street like they feel safe walking on Golden Gate Avenue.
I would love to see more blocks take on the model of what we're doing, because the Tenderloin is a residential district. There are families who live here, seniors, kids. When they too start to feel safe, it makes us feel good, because not only are we representing the guests, but we're representing the families and the people that live here also. So if we take this and expand it throughout to the Tenderloin, the reputation of the Tenderloin will start to change and be recognized for what it is. It's a community of family, folks, kids, and human beings.
The CSS team, in my eyes, are the Franciscans without robes. They are out there every day, walking with people, meeting them where they're at, and really sharing our values in a very community-focused way.
Just like the mission of the Friars was to go out into the community to bring this sense of peace, I too walk that path. The main reason that I stay here at St. Anthony's is somebody told me, Wayne, the door was open when you went through it. Make sure that door remained open for others to go through it. Currently, we have 9 contracts. We also have partners who are wishing to sign on to get the services, but we need to staff up.
So we are here today to ask for $1 million in seed funding in the form of gifts or grants to finance the first year of the training program. Last year, we had a small game with our 9 contracts. In order to meet the growing demand, we have to invest in a training program to develop the workforce. And so you see that we will experience a loss in this fiscal year. We plan and project that we will be breaking even by fiscal year 2021 and by gaining a profit in fiscal year 2022. Our focus this year is to staff up the social enterprise, so hiring dedicated staff to support the program and finalize our training curriculum. We will then do outreach to develop cohort trainings. And once we have one group trained up, we will reach out to 2 of our partners who are on hold and wanting to contract with us. And then as we complete each cohort, we will re-engage folks who are interested in our program. So your investment will allow us to train 50 people in our model. We'll be seeking out people who are from the Tenderloin or people who have high barriers to employment to be trained in our workforce development program. Upon graduation, we hope people will be placed within our own organization or on a contract outside of our organization. Our training program is very robust. We teach staff how to de-escalate a potential crisis, how to respond to an emergency, and how to manage their own stress and emotions in this very high-paced job. People receive about 6 to 8 weeks of on-the-job shadowing, practice, and coaching in order to prepare them for outside placement. We offer organizations already trained staff to help organizations avoid onboarding or training up to the level of support that they may need. We are also that alternative to security companies or an off-duty police officer that may signal to people that this is an unsafe place to be. We use a comparable pricing model and charge between $35 to $45 an hour for our service. In addition to our staffing, we offer routine debriefs after a traumatic event, ongoing training and staff development, and we will check in monthly with our contracts to make sure that they are satisfied with the service. Our primary customers are nonprofits, organizations in the public sector, and local businesses. We want to create a safe environment for all, and so our staff are contracted out to provide de-escalation of unwanted behaviors. They respond to medical or mental health crises and provide outreach and referral to address immediate needs. We also see that we have a lot of stakeholders. So community members in the Tenderloin and other neighborhoods that are interested in our service. We want to be seen as a helpful and safe person to rely on. And we also want to be a really good workforce development program. So for people with barriers to employment or lived experience, we want to offer a supportive work environment and a comprehensive training program. Our impact to date is that we've provided community safety to over 15,000 people in the Tenderloin, and we have a high rating of people feeling safe when accessing our services or coming to work. When we work with our partners, we ask that they ask similar questions when they do a guest survey or community survey or a staff survey, so that we can prove that our model is working. Thank you so much for taking time to listen to our presentation, and we are happy to answer any questions that you may have.